Hello guys, Dusty here with another YouTube pickup video, and yes, we found more video games! Woo! Yeah, mostly from Goodwills, for these past few. So, and I've actually found so many video games over the past while that I'm actually gonna need to split it into 2 episodes to, make sure I'm not going like 3,000 minutes that, and I have very little recording time on my phone. So, yeah, expect another part of this video in like 2 days or so. So, first off, we're going to start with a pickup that was supposed to go in the last video, but I forgot about it. And that pickup, basically how I got that one was, I was at the Iowa Falls Goodwill, right? And looking around, wasn't anything too special, but I saw in their toy section that they had a, a Nintendo DS headset thing. I figured they had a headset thing for the DS. Yeah, apparently they did. But yeah, it was $4. I was kind of on the fence about it, but then I realized, wait, they have a headset thing for the DS? I didn't know about this. And nobody probably ever bought this thing. So, and it's like sealed in a blister pack and everything like that, so who knows? This might be a fairly uncommon doodad to have in the blister pack. And I didn't see too many of them on eBay, but the ones I saw on eBay were selling, around $4. So I figured might as well get this, and it might become like the Watermelon N64 controller in the future. It probably isn't, but it might be like it. So hey, we can all dream, right? Okay, so that's just gonna go right there for now. Next up, we went to the pawn shop. Now the pawn shop, okay, so here's a funny story about the pawn shop. I'm pretty sure I didn't mention this in the last video, but they had put out some awesome Xbox and PlayStation 2 games, alright? Really awesome games. But I think they accidentally priced them at $7. And it's not like, they were trying to, bump their prices up, but, they put out, like, we're talking Dead or Alive, the box set for like $6.99. We're talking like, just random crappy titles for $6.99. And among those titles, though, unfortunately, were Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 for the Xbox and Serious Sam for the PlayStation. And what else was there? Star Wars Battlefront 2 for, wait, no, I think that's still there, but they still have the $6.99 sticker on it. And yeah, they just had a bunch of awesome games that I wasn't able to pick up because, I wasn't going to pay $7 for them. And, yeah, so, and I'm not going to ask them, hey, did you guys price these wrong? So, I just kind of passed those ones up. But the next day I walked in, and it looks like they priced, they had set some more out, and they were priced, at the normal $2 mark. So for $2, we actually picked up the first Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which is actually a pretty good deal for this game. It's, usually a $12, $15 game. And, it's in there, but unfortunately, it is the Platinum Hits version. Somebody probably bought this from GameStop, and they probably just at that GameStop didn't separate this specific disc to this specific case it was supposed to go in. So this non-Platinum Hits one got a Platinum Hits copy, basically, which is kind of unfortunate. But, at least I have the game now, because I didn't have this game before, and it has the manual and everything. It's in pretty good shape. Not too many scratches on the disc, though. There is a nice little crack on the thing here, but I'm sure there's a Xbox Sports game that I can try to replace that from. Alright, so, next up, we went to the Iowa Falls Goodwill again, and to my amazement, well, actually, I should kind of set this up a little bit more. I had gotten there late. A lot of the pickups from nowadays are kind of serendipitous, alright? They were kind of, I was at the right place at the right time. These pickups were really no exception to that, alright? So, I had ended up being, I had ended up going to Iowa Falls a little bit later than usual for work, and, it was like 4 o'clock. I usually go there around 12 o'clock. So I figured, okay, well, we'll see what they have at 4 o'clock. And I walk in and look right in their DVDs and stuff. They had just a nice little stack of Xbox 360 games. And now this Goodwill prices all of their DVD-based media at $2.39. Don't know what the 39 cents came from, but $2.39. So, basically, if it's an Xbox 360 game and it's not crap, I will pay $2.39 for it. And a lot of them, well, a few of them were crap, but a lot of them were actually good titles. For starters, we have, this is one I already have, but this might even be an upgrade. I don't know. It's Minecraft for the Xbox 360. $2.39, not too bad. I think I paid $2 or $3 for my copy that I have somewhere. But yeah, it's in there. Case is in okay shape. Disc is, how's the disc on this one? It's a little scratched. I think mine is actually in really nice shape, so I don't know. This might just be a duplicate that I can get rid of. Then next we have kind of an interesting one. Condemned 2 Bloodshed, which has been apparently mangled by some kind of ravenous beast. But it was $2.39. It's a Sega published title, and I don't know. This guy seems to enjoy it right there. So yeah, I figured why not go ahead and get it for $2.39. All right, this one goes in the games that I'm going to be keeping because I didn't have before. Pile. Then next we have Fear, which is stands for First Encounter Assault Recon. I never really heard of these games, but I do actually have Fear 3 that I got at a garage sale for $1 right here. So figure why the heck not? You know. Yeah, my anxiety probably will never even close to let me play games with relatively fearful elements in them, or called Fear for that matter. But hey, you know, at least I have them on the shelf to look at. Alright, so next up we have another game that, so many games that I'm just, my heart will stop if I try to play them. We have the Telltale's Walking Dead. Yeah, I've heard this is an absolutely fantastic game, so I figured $2.39 I should probably have this. So that's going to go on the 360 game shelf along with the other ones there. Next up we have a game that I just didn't have it before, and it's supposed to be really good, Far Cry 2. So hey, Far Cry 2. And by the way, all of these are complete, and you know, they have the discs, and the discs are in decent shape. Then next up we got a game that I didn't have for the 360, Fallout 3, and I actually don't think I have this for the PS3 either. So this is my only console one. I have it on the PC somewhere over here, maybe. It's probably over there. So yeah, Fallout 3. What more can you ask for? And oh yeah, I believe, do I have, I was thinking I had Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. But apparently I just have Knights of the Old Republic 1 on the PC, so, that's kind of a shame. What are you gonna do? Whatever. Okay, so, next up, we've got, this one is actually kind of cool because this is a 2014 title. Seriously, 2014 games ending up at Goodwill. I just always found that a little interesting. But we got Forza Horizon 2. And I really like racing games, so really happy to have this one. I'm probably going to have to go ahead and give her a play. But yeah, that or I should probably get an Xbox One racing game because they're like dirt cheap. And well, I have Need for Speed, but it's not very good. And it has a guy with really funny hair in it. But yeah, anyway. Forza Horizon 2. Is there a Forza? Excuse me, Forza Horizon 1? I'm actually not sure if that was a thing. Whatever. Okay, and then next up, we got a random Wii game out of there. Yes, there was like a billion Xbox 360 games, and then there was a Wii game. And it is, Mythmaker's Orbs of Doom, which is from apparently Bold Games. And also from a bunch of other people, including God. This game was apparently forged by the hand of God. So hey, it couldn't be too bad, right? So yeah, there we go. It's complete. I think the disc is in good shape. I don't know. I can't remember on this one. The Xbox 360 ones, for the most part, looked good. The ones I looked at, yeah, it's in pretty good shape. So yeah, I don't know what this game could possibly be about. I guess that's why they make the synopsis on the back. Anyway, this will go on the Wii Games shelf right there because I don't have them alphabetized. And, alright, last but not least for this video, we walked into the Goodwill, and this was a very, very crazy day at the Goodwill. Both that day and today were both very crazy days at the Goodwill. Because I stopped at the Goodwill maybe like 4 times in 24 hours, and they had new, like, good stuff. Like, seriously, from 2 o'clock yesterday to 2 o'clock today. You know, that's why it never hurts to check your Goodwill twice a day. Unless you have better things to do, like, you know, if you have friends or family or something like that. But anyway, we went to the Goodwill the first time that day, and we looked around, and in the case, I actually was not able to go to the Goodwill the previous day, But that day, they had a little basket of Game Boy Advance games, and I was just seeing like shovelware after shovelware after shovelware. So I'm like, oh man, somebody picked through this. And then I saw a game that probably wouldn't have gotten picked through if I would have had to guess, but, you know, maybe the resellers wouldn't. It's like, you know, a $10, $15 game maybe. If you're lucky at an eBay auction, you don't count shipping into it. But yeah, we managed to pick up out of that basket of games Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. So yeah. Pretty cool. I didn't actually have any of the Mystery Dungeon games, so I am happy to have one of these because I've heard they're really fun. They're not a lot like, you know, Pokemon games, but, you know, they're kind of like RPGs that, you know, aren't like kind of the Pokemon-esque ones. You play as the Pokemon, and it's, you know, it's a whole crazy world. Anyway, yeah, happy to have this. And that's pretty much it for this video, but the next video, see, I'm doing a cliffhanger. Yeah. For some reason. Anyway, the next video, you're going to get to see the stuff that I picked up today. Yes, I have actually picked up enough stuff today and, you know, the past, like, that 24 hours, besides this, to make an entirely separate pickup video. So, yeah, I'm really excited to shoot that one. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all the new viewers, by the way. There's, like, my videos are getting views now. Ah! 2.5 years, finally. But no, yeah, it's just amazing. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the watch time. Like, I'm looking through all of my YouTube metrics, and I'm like, the past, like, week has been the most, you know, I've had probably more watch time, besides one of my videos in, like, this past week than, you know, the previous 2.5 years cumulatively. So yeah, just thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. Thank you for all the kind comments and all the questions. You know, it means the world to me when somebody takes the time to comment on one of my YouTube videos. But yeah, and I am planning on doing a game room tour, by the way. So if you were wondering about that, yes, I am going to be doing an updated game room tour. And it's gonna be epic. I'm planning on having a camera person, and it's just gonna be crazy. And also, if you like kind of the other like music and hi-fi records pickup video stuffs, that kind of thing, I'm going to be doing a video about my new hi-fi stuff, which I'm going to kind of talk about in the next episode because it has stuff to do with stuff in this video. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy.